Welcome back, viewers, to the WSSA 2024 broadcast. Tonight, we have a matchup, Shady Side Academy versus Deer Lakes, a section matchup, so this is going to be a big game. I'm your host, Riley.
And I'm Sam. And tonight we're looking at a rivalry that's been passed down from sport to sport. And we'll see how this one turns out. Deer Lakes putting together a pretty good season so far, and so is Shady Side. So, Riley, what are some things you think we need to look for?
Well, you know, this is going to be pretty interesting to see. Deer Lakes is number 1 in their section, and Shady Side is number 3, right? So they're not that far away, so they have a chance to kind of make a little comeback here. And, you know, I think the most interesting thing about these two teams being matched up is that they shared the Whippeal title last year.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
so this is really a rivalry. You know, last year Shady Side won one game against them, Deer Lakes won the other.
Uh-huh. And then Deer Lakes goes on to play at the Pete in the Whippeal finals.
Yeah.
In a moment here, we're going to be calling out the starting lineups. The teams are just finishing warming up. Most have taken to the sideline to talk with Coach Vadnais,
Yes.
head coach of the Shady Side basketball team. Also, pretty good math teacher in 6th grade for me.
Yeah, I have to agree with that one. It was.
Yeah.
Good on the court and on the board.
Uh-huh. On to Grady. Grady. What's up, dude?
You know, this is our first broadcast of 2024, Sam. Got any New Year's resolutions? Any WSSA plans?
Just to be nicer in general.
Nicer. I like that one.
Yeah.
Could use some nice people in this world.
Yeah, really. Oh, boy.
It's getting intense. Starting to feel the energy. I don't know about you.
The final bit of students are coming in and now the Pledge of Allegiance is going to be played.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shady Side Academy for tonight's varsity basketball contest. Tonight, the Lancers of Deer Lakes visit your Shady Side Academy Bulldogs.
It's always a great moment in sports.
Mm-hmm.
National anthem.
Now, Shady Side and Deer Lakes are going to get ready for one of the most exciting parts of the night, the team handshake
Ooh.
that somebody has with every member of the team. The Deer Lake Lancers are getting their starting lineup called up first. And number 2, JT McHugh.
I believe he's a junior. Apparently he's supposed to be a pretty good newcomer into this team this year.
And Colin Rogers coming up now.
Now he's a guy to watch. He's a senior last year, only returning starter. He's a senior this year.
Yeah. Nathaniel Moore seems to be the 5, the big man under the hoop.
That's
And
what
that's
it
going to
looks
be
like.
huge in this game. Finishing under the hoop in the paint, and just so you can get the little points. Now for your Shayside Academy Bulldogs. Oh boy, Noah Levitt there to give out the handshakes. Cameron Mallory, sophomore. I have French with him. And
Wow.
yeah, we had a big quiz today. Yeah, he's going to be starting center tonight. Ryan Froelich, a golf prodigy so far. Just a junior, too.
This is a young team.
Seamus is also a junior. We have a very talented junior and senior class here, with 4 out of the 5 starting. And now Mac Moan. You don't know who Mac Moan is. He's a 4-star lacrosse commit to Harvard, which is very impressive.
Yeah.
And then Eli Tesovich, starting at the 1. He seems to be the heart and soul of this team. And we're about to get tip-off underway.
No, a little more on Eli Teslovich. He was a 4-year varsity starter. And in fact, he achieved the 1,000-point mark last year. Now that's pretty impressive if you ask me.
Yeah.
What's funny about it is his mother, she played in high school too and also achieved that 1,000-point mark.
That's an obscure fact that I
know.
would not have known.
I mean, it just runs in the family.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool thing.
Now we have Cameron Mallory and Nathaniel Moore taking the tip-off here. And it looks like the Lancers are going to win it. Coming up the court is going to be number 3, Colin Rogers.
No.
McHugh's going to get this. Back to Rogers. Moan defending. Moan is a very good defender for this team. He doesn't score much, but his defense really keeps up for him.
Yeah. I mean, even Coach Vadden has said it himself. He thinks Mac Moan is his best defender.
Yeah. Oh, nice play by the Lancers here. Teslovich picks it up with no problem, though. And McHugh is going to pull up with a 3. Or sorry, Rogers is going to give it a 3. Teslovich is going to fire one right back, and oh, it's going to be a little off.
You know, the way you start a game can really determine the outcome, right? I mean,
Oh, wow. A block by Froelich, showing his athleticism. And a steal by Seamus Riordan, taking it back up the court. He's going to make a move. Find Teslovich under the paint, and he's going to get it easy, too.
Great. James Riordan, it's their second leading scorer after Eli Teslovich.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, and it's going to be another 3 there by McHugh. And he's going to knock it down.
This has been an impressive start.
Very fast, very quick. And Riordan's going to put a move on. Give it to Teslovich. Teslovich back to Moan. Almost loses control. Teslovich's going to get it back. He's going to hold, regroup the offense.
You can really see the eagerness in these teams after sharing that Whitfield title last year. No, they're ready to win it. They don't want to share again.
Oh, Seamus Riordan is going to finish a tough bucket in the paint. And it looks like Shadyside is running a man press today, which we'll see if it's very effective versus the Lancers. Now, it's going to be McHugh with it, puts a move on Moan. Then it's going to be Rogers. Oh, it's going to be a foul called on Ryan Froelich. There's a charge, and Rogers going to take this time to tie his shoe. It's very important.
Yes. Can't play with untied shoes. Could be a hazard.
Another touch on Love Jr. He was a big part in the Lancers win versus Shady Side in football. And that's going to be a close 3 there by Schaefer. Eli Teslovich gets the ball stolen. Mallory's there to defend though. And Froelic's also there. Moan with the steal coming from behind. And Seamus Riordan's going to put this one up and going to make a tough bucket.
Score is tied 6-6.
Riordan has 4 of their points so far. Teslovich with 2. They're going to leave an open man. Rogers is going to miss the 3. McHugh's going to miss the 3. Moan with a tough grab. Moan's going to get the rebound too. Mallory gets the foul called. Now you can see some of that athleticism that Moan has retained from lacrosse and his prowess there.
I mean, you see a lot of multi-sport athletes on the court today. I mean, you mentioned the one player from Deer Lakes who also was a key player in their football team, right? We have 2 lacrosse commits on the court right now. I believe Seamus Riordan is committed to Cornell for lacrosse as well.
And in comes Ben Michaels, who's committed to Brown for lacrosse.
Got a lot of good lacrosse players.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's a thing, lacrosse and basketball.
Yeah. And Cam Mallory, the sophomore, he might be a 5, a center, but he is a very good shooter. And Mallory's going to get his second free throw. And he's going to hit this one off of the bucket. Mallory with the steal. Teslovich driving in, makes a move. Teslovich going to give a floater. It's not going to go. Shayside falls back on defense as Rogers is coming in. Michaels in the it's going to be a tough bucket there. Wow. Great finish by Schaefer. Moan. That's the ball now, giving it to Teslovich.
Teslovich really is a key player on this team.
Tries to make a pass to backboard, gets in. Deer Lake student section's liking this. It's a long drive, but a few of them made the drive out to come and support their team.
Yeah. We'll see how that support plays a role. Looks like Shady Side's got a pretty strong student section tonight, but Deer Lakes does too.
It looks like it's going to be an inbound pass. Rogers is going to give an inbound pass. It's going to get to Love Jr. Mallory defending. Love is going to go in. No call. Wow. He took a hard fall there. Wow. That was a little rough play. And Landon Mauser is in the game. He's also a junior. And he also plays golf with Ryan Froelich. And Mauser's going to take this one. It's going to be a little off, and Mallory's going to get the board. And Mallory's going to miss it again, but Michaels is going to get the rebound.
Back in the hands of the Lancers.
Mauser with some great defense. Getting the ball back to Teslovich. Now Michaels passes out to Mauser. He resets the offense. Teslovich now carrying the ball, just playing some safe offense. Looking for maybe a shot. Mauser is going to give a pump fake. Give it back to Teslovich.
Impressive coaching from Badness.
And Deer Lakes is going to come in with the double team. And Riordan's going to give this. He's going to hit this one out, and it's going to be Deer Lakes' ball. And comes out Seamus Riordan and Cam Mallory, and in come Ryan Froelich and Josh Felinsky. Felinsky a senior, and Froelich in the starting lineup is a junior.
As we look at So we start to move away from our starting lineup and bring some more players into the game. The one player we don't see here is Nathan Mallory, who was a key player for them last year. Unfortunately, this year, he's suffering a pretty severe injury. I believe a torn ACL, so he's going to be out for the season.
Yeah. And talking about the two-sport athletes, Nate Mallory tore his ACL playing football on the last play of summer training camp, and that's a tough finish in the and one from Nathaniel Moore. He's going to go to the line to get an extra bucket, a chance at a three-point play. But Nathan Mallory tore his ACL in the summer, didn't realize it until week 6, I believe.
Really?
Where he re-injured it versus the Valley School.
Takes some grit. Playing through that. It's tough.
And Nate Mallory, his brother Cam Mallory, is taking his spot at the starting center. And Love is going to drain this one. Cam Mallory also plays football. He plays quarterback.
Oh, wow.
And receiver.
Very
And
talented.
tight end. And linebacker. He can really do it all.
He really is. He's covering all the boxes.
Yeah. Valinsky gives it back to Teslovich. Teslovich get to Mauser. Mauser to Valinsky. Valinsky back to Teslovich. He's going to pump fake and get an easy layup there.
No,
Seamus Riordan's going to come and check in.
Yeah. I was going to say, Teslovich's dribbling skills really helped this team to get inside the box, you know, beneath the
paint.
three. Inside the paint, beneath the hoop. And they really look to him as kind of their rock. You know, that's always, he's really in control of the ball most of the time. People pass back to him, look to him for help.
Yeah. And now number 10, McCoy is in, and same with number 32, Such. Teslovich is going to put up some defense. And now it's going to be Froelich on Rogers. And Rogers going to get in for the tough layup. Rogers currently has 6 points on the night. Or excuse me, has 5 points on the night. And Froelich's going to put up a 3. And he's going to miss this one, but Michaels with the rebound. And pass it to Teslovich, and Teslovich gets a good 3 ball.
Scored Bulldogs 11, Lancers 13.
Now a huge part for Ben Michaels is his height. He stands around 6'4", 6'5".
Wow.
And he doesn't lack in footwork, and he can get almost every rebound on the court. And they're gonna call Ryan Froelich out. Oh no, excuse me, they're gonna call a foul. And Shayside is gonna have 4 people subbing out, and subbing in is gonna be Mac Moan, Josh Valinsky, Seamus Riordan, Cam Mallory. The only one staying in is Eli Teslovich. Oh, Seamus Riordan gets the alley-oop, but he's going to miss this one. Oh, Schaefer hangs on to that one. He's going to give it to Rogers. Rogers gets the layup. And Seamus Riordan is going to go up with this one.
Nearing the end of the first quarter, about 15 seconds left.
Moan to
See
Mallory.
if the Bulldogs will put up a
Mallory's going to get a travel called against him. Five seconds left in the quarter. Oh, and a good foul by Seamus Riordan right as half commences, or right as the end of the quarter commences. So, Riley, what do you think about the game so far?
No, I think it's been great to watch. All these players seem really eager, really energetic, really just excited to be here and excited to get a win tonight.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Deer Lakes is a rival of Shadyside, and they really want to beat them, especially after the tough loss they took during the football season.
You know, what concerns me a little bit about the energy they're putting into this first quarter is that there's still 3 more quarters left to play. You know, they're going to have to maintain this throughout the rest of the game. And if they can't, that might be what gives the Lakers, the Lancers, the win.
The Lakers.
The Lakers. They wish they were the Lakers, but...
Yeah. It'd be a whole different game if we were playing the Lakers.
That would. I'd be here to watch that one.
Probably a lot of autographs being signed.
That's fair. Who do you think would be LeBron on our team?
Ooh, on our team. Ooh, well, I think it's going to have to be Eli Teslovich.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
How do you argue with that one?
Yeah.
Averaging 23 points per game last season.
Ooh, that's crazy from Teslovich. A lot of points, and I think Shady side is going to get this inbound. Cam Mallory's going to get it. Mallory's going to pass this one into Teslovich, and now it looks like Deer Lake's going to be running a press.
Yeah, they don't want to lose tonight.
Teslovich reorders the offense. Has Demchek cutting across. And Riordan in the corner. He's going to put one up. It's going to hit off the board. And Rogers goes to the ground as Schaefer gets an easy 2 points. Teslovich comes through. He cannot finish there. Visibly annoyed by this. Teslovich has been a 4-year starter. He knows the offense and defense like the back of his hand.
Yeah.
And Shayside did go to Whippeals about 3 years ago. That's with the addition of Peter Kramer, who is now at Hampton. And he just recently committed to Lee, I believe.
Wow, for basketball.
For basketball. Moan's going to bring this one up the court after the steal from Teslovich. He's going to find Mallory under the hoop, but it's going to hit off a Deer Lake's defender. And Froelich looks like he's going to come check in for Demchek. That's going to be Teslovich inbounding the ball. He's going to look for somebody. He's going to find Riordan with the dunk.
Wow.
Big play by Seamus Riordan with the dunk. Coming in fast. And that's a big momentum play for Shady side.
Score 13 Bulldogs, 21 Lancers.
He's going to find Teslovich. Teslovich makes one miss, makes him go to his knees. Riordan with the made back-to-back scores. Cannot get it. Teslovich gets the hard rebound, though. He's going to mellow things out for this offense. And he's going to get this one to Riordan. He's going to drive in. Going to pass to Mallory. Good pass to Mallory for the 2. Cam Mallory gets his first points of the game in a physical play right near us. He's going to knock the ball out of bounds. And it's going to be Deer Lake's ball looking like. Number 3, Rogers on the play. Or getting knocked out of bounds there. Ooh. Schaefer's going to get the inbound here. Moan. It's going to be defending Rogers. And that's going to be McHugh. An attempted 3. Ooh. And Schaefer with the 3-ball attempt. It's going to be an air ball. And the student section is letting him hear it. There's going to be no missed call. There's going to be no air ball. There's going to be no bad. Ooh.
See a full court press from Shady side.
From Deer Lakes. That's not going to go unnoticed from the student section. And Cam Mallory on the defense. Great defense by Mallory. But Rogers going to put one up while he's falling to the ground. Schaefer! Mallory steps over Schaefer.
Now, Shady side just put 2 of the Deer Lakes players on the ground. I mean, if that doesn't show commitment, I don't know what does.
But Deer Lakes is going to go to the line. We're going to have Schaefer shooting here. He's going to miss first one. The student section's giving a distraction for him. And in comes Valinsky and Michaels. And out goes Demchek and Froelich.
You know, Billy Schaefer, senior guard for the Lancers, he's actually the only returning starter this season. So they lost 4 of their starters last year, and one of them was actually named the Valley News Dispatch Player of the Year. So we're going to have to see how they do with the different lineup.
Moan puts a move on. And Michaels in his 6-foot frame, or 6'4" frame, is going to set a screen there, and it's going to get back to Teslovich. Moan is going to look for an opportunity. He's going to find Teslovich. Teslovich is going to drive in. Oh, and just going to miss the hard finish. As Schaefer breaks free. He's going to find McHugh in the corner. And oh! I don't know, guys. Looked like a clean call to me. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout called by the Bulldogs. Wow. That was a physical play by Mo, knocking him to the ground. Riley, do you think we can see more of this tonight?
I think we definitely will. I mean, as the game starts to go on, the scores start to even out, right? We're looking at a score of 15 with the Bulldogs, 24 for the Lancers. Things are going to start to get rough.
Yeah.
Right? They're fighting for this win. They don't want to share the Whitfield title again. And for the Lancers, they're really looking to keep their #1 spot in their section. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on.
Yeah, and right now, Teslovich and Rogers both tying the game high tonight in points, both with 7. And it looks like Moan's going to inbound this ball to Seamus Riordan. And it's going to go back to Moan. Moan's going to put a move, give it to Teslovich. Teslovich to Moan. Moan is going to, it's going to give a pass to Walensky that gets intercepted by, tough. Michael's going to go up and he's going to get an and 1 for the Lancers. And the Lancers student section is going to let them hear this one. Wow. A tough finish for Love. And it started off with a great block by Moan.
Now, looking at the scoreboard, it's interesting to see. You know, the Lancers, they really have 2 key players, right? Number 3 with 7 points, 55 with 6. But Shady side, the points are distributed throughout the whole team. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It's pretty cool to see their dynamic and how everyone's getting a turn with the ball.
Yeah.
Being able to make an impact on the court.
Teslovich is going to drive in. Tough finish, and he's going to get it. 19-26 is your score now. As Rogers is going to come in with this one. Going to get another tough finish for himself. Rolling off the fingers. There's going to be a 30-second timeout by the Lancers. Still Teslovich with 9, and still Rogers with 9 after exchanging 2 layups.
You know, as we take a little break, I'll take this moment to correct myself. I'd like to say that Shady side has some 2 or 3 key scores, while the Lancers have more of a distribution. My scoreboard vision got a little messed up.
No, it's fine. It's very confusing.
I think it is still an interesting point, right? That the Lancers do have a lot more players who are able to put points on the board and make these shots, while Shady side might have only 2 or 3 that are really making an impact.
And now Shady side is going to come out with their starting 5, except Froelich. Ben Michaels is going to check in for Froelich. Now Teslovich. He's going to bring the ball up court. He's going to pass back to Moan. Moan gets control of the ball. Moan's just going to reset the offense. And he's going to find Teslovich in the corner. Teslovich, finds Riordan. He's going to put up a 3, and it's going to fall. Student section loves that. And up comes Rogers. Rogers is going to pass to number 32, who is Such. And he's going to give it back to Rogers. Rogers with a deep 3. It's not going to fall. Moan gets the tough steal.
You see that defense.
Oh, Moan puts a nice move up. And he's going to pass this to the wrong team there. Oh, but plucked away. It's going to go back. And Coach Vadnais, going to get mad after a missed backcourt call. And Moan is going to try and finish this, but just can't get it.
Falls back in the hands of the Lancers.
Mallory's going to get this one. And oh! And it's going to be Shady side ball. Good call. And the student section is starting the chance with still not being before the end of the half. And Riordan's going to pass this one into Teslovich. And Mauser also checks in the game. Looks like for Moan.
As we start nearing the end of the half, we'll see how many points Shady side can either make up or lose.
Oh, no.
Score of 22-31.
Oh, it's going to be a tough finish.
Making that 22-33 now.
Teslovich going to try and find. Oh, they're going to call him out of bounds. Wow.
That hurts.
Oh, never mind. They're going to say he got pushed out of bounds.
Oh, that helps.
And now Teslovich. Oh. Oh, and it looks like a fan's going to get a Deer Lakes fan's going to get escorted out of Shady Side's gym.
Oh my God.
And the student section is saying bye. Oh my goodness. Oh my. And Riordan's going to get this one. And Mallory. Oh, he's going to try and pass one off to Michaels, but Michaels isn't ready for it. It's going to be a foul. Oh, and Love is going to get hit in the head by Michaels.
This is getting intense.
And the Shady Side student section is letting them hear it. He's asking what foul has been called. And Coach Vadis is telling his players to keep their cool, maintain their emotion, and don't get too out of hand.
No, that can be one of the most important things in sports, right? You lose it, you're not thinking right, you can't remember the plays, you're not in the right headspace, you're not going to play well.
Yeah. And the refs are talking to each other on what exactly happened there. And a few Deer Lakes parents are really letting the refs hear it.
It's getting intense.
Yes, it is. It's a nice time for the teams to reorganize, clear up some things they were confused on the last few plays, and give each other some tips and whatnot. And as Coach Vadness and the Deer Lakes head coach talk to the ref as he explains what's happened, still no word to the players or anybody else on what exactly is happening. But they're going to take this time to get a water break. Yeah.
I mean, you have to think, this play could make or break the game in a way. You know, one or two points. We see these teams both playing really well. So when it comes down to it, at the end of the game, this could be part of the reason. Yeah,
it could be. This could be a huge momentum shift from one side to the other. And one of the Shade Side coaches is going to clear some things up with the offense that's on the court right now. And Deer Lakes is going to do the same, as they're going to come out with a verdict. And it looks like possession is still going to be in Shay's side. Oh, but they're telling them something right now. You can watch the scoreboard or the possession sign. See what exactly. And they're going to call a foul against Love. That's going to be a foul against Deer Lakes. Oh, and they're going to count one against Ben Michaels.
Wow.
I'm not exactly sure what happens here, but.
Do you think this could have been called as a technical foul? I don't know what I saw going on over there. I had turned my head, but it looked like it got a little.
Oh, it looks like it is going to be a technical foul. Wow. Schaefer's going to take this one. And he's going to miss it. And the Deer Lakes coach comes over to the student section to reassure that if they behave, none of them will get kicked out. And Shayside President Bartley Griffin is sitting down with their student section now. Oh, my.
Now that is a statement.
Yeah. Now, number 3, Rogers is going to pass this one in to number 2, McHugh, and he's going to give it back to Rogers. Mauser playing some soft defense right now. He's going to pass one to Love, who picked up the foul. And Moen's going to go to check in. And tough finish from Schaefer at the rim. Wow. Jordan. Oh, he's going to get this one to Mallory. Mallory with the pass back to Testovich. Testovich going to lose it and get it back.
No, the Bulldogs played a strong first quarter, but it looks like they're starting to falter a little bit with 22 points compared to the Lancers' 36.
Oh, Teslovich fixes his own mistake and knocks his basket back in. McHugh passes this one to Love. To Rogers has it now. And that's going to be Mallory defending. Now Michaels on Love. Now it's going to be Eli Testovich on the cue. I remember.
Less than 30 seconds left in the half.
Now it's going to be Eli Testovich.
See if the Lancers decide to just run out the clock or try and put some more points on the board.
I think they're going to want some more points, but there might be a timeout here by the Lancers. And they're going to take some time to congregate. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, I believe. So now, instead of it just being Teslovich and Rogers, we have Schaefer, who's caught up, who now has 11 points, tied for the lead in the game.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, boy. This has been
some impressive players on Deer Lakes.
Yeah. And they're going to be coming back out right now. Looks like Deer Lake's going to be ready to get the ball here.
Looks like Shady Side got some good information from their coaches. And be ready to take on the Lancers a little bit harder.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just need a water break or just catch your breath, and that's what these timeouts before the end of the quarter are for. Ooh, some lights turned off there, and Moen is going to play some tight defense there, and that's going to be a 5-second rule. It's going to be Shady Side ball. For those who don't know the rule, it's if you play too good of defense for 5 whole seconds and the player cannot get away, it is your team's ball. And Teslovich is going to put up a floater here. Michael's going to get the rebound and can't finish before the end of the half.
That was really great to watch. I mean, Shady Side started to fall off a little bit, scoring 24 points. The Lancers 36. But I think they can come back in the second half.
Yeah.
I think they'll take this time, reset, and be ready to go.
The score right now is 24-36. And yeah, I guess we'll see you in the next quarter.
No, as I look across the court,
quick interview? All right, hold on. Tell them we can do it. Tell them we can do it. Hello? Hello? Oh, yeah, here. I'm here with Coach Vadnais, head coach for the SSA basketball team. Coach, what are your thoughts going into the second half?
We got to play better defense. I thought we missed some layups that would get us. This score would be a 4 to 8 point game if we made some layups. We're right there. We just have to execute better on defense and make shots that we get on offense. So we're there. We just have to play a little bit better.
All right, cool. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
It's kind of good, kind of fire. I think you should have asked a question.
I don't know if they got that. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if they got that.
All right, now we're going to go to halftime. All right, welcome back to the second half of Shadyside Academy versus Deer Lakes. For those of you who don't know, the score is currently 24-36 in favor of Deer Lakes, and they're going to check this one in to Rogers. Moan's going to be defending. Schaefer has the ball now with Teslovich. Froelich. And defending now is going to be Mallory against number 50. Oh, and 50's going to miss an easy layup, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to call it Shadyside ball, and the bench is letting them know, pointing in the direction of Shadyside.
Now, this would be really beneficial for Shadyside. I mean, we saw in the beginning of the game, right, in that first half, Deer Lakes had a pretty good start, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the half. But Shadyside is kind of having their way this half so far. So let's see if they can finish this play and some more points on the board. Maybe that'll give them what they want.
Now, something I realized right away is the intensity is a little toned down. I think that was a topic in the locker room. Coach Vadden is telling them, manage your emotions. Don't get out of hand. If you get out of hand, you start to not play as well. As Mallory gets a nice finish there.
I think that's a great point you made. I mean, we saw the Deer Lakes fans, their emotions got way too out of hand. Technical fouls called, players escorted out of the game. Really just doesn't make for a good environment.
Yeah. And Rogers is going to get the ball here back to McHugh. Oh, and Teslovich with a nice steal. Teslovich going up, getting the nice layup there. And slowly, Shadyside is cutting back from this Deer Lake lead. And Schaefer's going to get the ball. Riordan tight defending. Mallory double teaming. Oh, big play by Mallory. Nonetheless, it's going to be a result in Deer Lakes points. And Riordan with a tough move cannot finish.
Well, it was almost 2 minutes before Shadyside to let Deer Lakes put up some points.
Yeah. Oh, Mallory with a nice contest. Oh, and Moore's going to get two back-to-back. And Mallory's going to try and find Riordan, but gets hit as he throws. Oh, Teslovich spinning, can't finish. Teslovich on Love twice. It gets the pluck both times. Pass to Mallory. Mallory finding a way out. Going to find Moan. Moan reorganizes the offense, gives a little bit of time for everybody to catch their breath. And Mr. Vadnais, Coach Vadnais, gets me sometimes. He's going to call a play for the Shadyside offense. And Moan's going to end up with the ball again. No shot clock because this is high school. And Frolick's going to put one up. It's going to go down. And Love is going to get the rebound. It's going to be Love. Everybody in the house thought it was going to be a three. Oh, no. Moan is down and injured. Not the best look for Shadyside. He lands very hard. A little shaken up.
Moan's come up. Deer Lakes.
Yeah.
He's walking with a bit of a limp. He might not be back in this game. We'll see.
And Love, during, I at least know during the football game this year, was very vocal, played after the whistle multiple times. He's just a very physical player. And he's really good for this Deer Lakes morale and viciousness that they play with. And Moan's going to stay on the court despite looking a little shaken up. Oh, never mind. He's
back at it strong.
No pain, no gain, they say. Anyways, Froelich gets the ball. He's going to try and look for somebody to pass to. He's going to drive all the way around the arc and finally hands it off to Teslovich. Moan has yet to take a shot yet, or maybe has taken a shot, but just a small layup.
You know what's interesting?
Oh, they're going to call Mallory out of bounds there.
Oh, it's a tough one.
Yeah. Wow, the score now is 28-40. Still, Deer Lakes holding a 12-point lead.
No, interestingly, Cam Mallory has gotten himself into foul trouble in some past games.
Oh, nice bucket by Riordan there. Yeah. Last time we commentated a boys game, Cam Mallory had 5 fouls.
Wow.
Same with Mac Moan. And they're going to call a foul against Deer Lakes. And the Deer Lake side is very livid about that. And Love, who seemed to be injured earlier, is checking back in. Now, Deer Lakes has been playing with their starting 5 for most of the game. Shady side's been subbing in some regular players. Riley, how do you think that this affects the team's fatigue?
Well, honestly, I think it's pretty good that Shady side gets all these subs, right? Let some of the other players take a little break. Some of the better players, they can rest.
Big block there. Wow.
But it's also really good to see because it means they have a wide variety of players who can step in and take the role of these starting 5. But at the same time, we look at scoring, we see Shady side is down. So maybe it's not the best idea, but we'll see if they can make their way back up.
Yeah.
Score 30 Bulldogs, 40 for the Lancers.
Oh, good block there. Moan to Teslovich. Teslovich going to get the layup, cuts the lead to 8. And they're going to get a quick inbound here to Schaefer. Schaefer's going to try and find wiggle room on Moan, but there's just no letting up on his defense. Great play by Moan. Ball on the ground. And Frolic's going to pass this one up. And there's
the one for Moan.
Oh, my goodness. Mac Moan making his presence heard. Oh. And that's in Love falling to the ground again. Hitting his elbow, it looks like, is his discomfort. 55. Seamus Riordan's going to pick up his 3rd foul of the game.
You know, we talked earlier about Deer Lakes being an aggressive team with some aggressive players, and we see Shady side kind of matching that.
Yeah, we do. As Rogers is going to get the throw in here. It's going to hit Schaefer. Schaefer way back to Rogers. Deer Lakes is big too. Schaefer and Rogers have not scored since the break.
I mean, it looks like that break has really been beneficial for Shady side.
Ooh! Tough and 1 by Deer Lakes. Number 50 more. Just getting that. And Rogers is fired up.
Some more substitutions for Shady side.
In comes Danny Demchek. And out goes Seamus Riordan after his 3rd foul. Demchek, his younger brother, Alex Demchek, also plays basketball for Shady side. Just played before this during JV, and more since this one. Fullerson passes into Testovich. And Moan is going to give this one to Michaels. Oh! Michaels just runs through a defender.
My personal opinion, I don't know if that looked like a foul. I don't know what you'd say, Sam, but looks like Shady side student section might agree with me.
Yeah, that looked like, oh, never mind. I can't say. It's going to be Schaefer, guarded by Testovich. And Love under the hoop. And it's going to be Shady side ball. And the student section likes this. Oh boy, Teslovich throwing this one in to Moan. Moan just giving it right back to Teslovich.
You know, people complain about refs calls and things refs do all the time, but it's only when it's against them. When it's back at it, when it's a benefit for you, no one says anything.
Yeah. Well, besides the other team.
That's a good point, but I think there needs to be a little more balance here.
Teslovich trying to make a move here. Gets it to Moan. Moan to Demchek. Demchek has yet to take a shot today. Teslovich is going to get blocked. It's going to go to Deer Lakes ball. McHugh gets the steal. And Rogers going to run in. Oh, big play. It's going to be a foul, and Rogers looks like he's going to be in a little bit of discomfort.
Some more Deer Lakes players on the ground.
And I think it's a little problem with his ankle on his left leg. And it's going to be a throw in there. And he's going to be limping around. Rogers breaks the play. And it's going to be a 3-ball attempt. It's going to fall short. Love gets the rebound, passes it out. And Moore, is going to get a tough contest by Ben Michaels. And he's just going to give this one to Moan. And Seamus Riordan. It looks like he's about to check in.
You know, as we heard Coach Vadnais.
It's going to be a full timeout from Coach Vadnais.
Wow.
A full 1 minute timeout.
Don't see that a lot. But as I was saying, as we heard Coach Vadnais say during the break when Ethan was interviewing him, right, one thing Shady side could use some work on is their rebounding. I mean, when we watched that play right there, Shady side didn't get that rebound and gave Deer Lakes another chance to get a point. Now, luckily for them, Deer Lakes didn't follow through. They didn't finish. They didn't score those points. But that could have been an easy opportunity for Deer Lakes to put 3 points on the board, and that's something Shady side cannot afford.
Right now the score is 34 Shady side, 43 Deer Lakes. And as it comes to about the halfway mark in the timeout, Coach Smith is going to go over to the press desk and ask a few team managers some questions about the lineup. Currently, it looks like the players that are going to be starting the half is going to be number 2, Matt Camone, number 11, Danny Demchek, 12, Landon Mauser, 23, Ben Michaels, and 33, Ryan Fuller. And something we see here is, never mind. Eli Testovich is in the game.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Eli Teslovich has been taken out of the game once.
No, he has not.
He really is a crucial player for Shady side. I think part of that's really just attributable to his work ethic, which you see.
The ball slips through Seamus Riordan's hands there. And as you were saying, Teslovich is leading the game with 15 points and he's playing a clean game with no fouls. And Michaels is going to be everywhere on Moore. Love will drive in. He's going to get a tough finish there. And Deer Lakes loves it. Riordan looking for viable options. Testovich going to be double teamed.
Looks like some tough defense.
Mallory's going to check in, and Demchek with the 3-ball attempt hits off the backboard. Air ball from
Ben
Schaefer.
Michaels with the rebound.
Ben Michaels does get that. Demchek passes it to Testovich. Testovich putting up a 3-ball is going to fall short. Rogers catching the tough pass over the shoulder. It's going to set the offense. Testovich getting on him. And Testovich going to switch to guarding McHugh. The room falls silent for some reason. Now it's Riordan. Never mind Demchek guarding Schaefer.
Now, if there were a shot clock on this game, I think Shady side really would have had the benefit.
Riordan with the rebound. 4 seconds left in the quarter. And trying to set the alley-oop up, but shut down by Love. And that's going to be the end of the quarter. But now it's going to be the fourth quarter, and the Bulldogs have 34, and the Deer Lake Lancers has 45.
You know, that difference in 11 points, looking at that as a player, that can seem pretty daunting, having to make up 11 points in this last 8-minute quarter. But, you know, this is when we see really the drive and the determination of Shady side to win this game, to claim this victory over Deer Lakes. You know, I think they can do it.
And especially right now, when such a physical game, these timeouts are super important for both teams to catch their breath, get water, talk over plays, and maybe to make substitutions for people who are in foul trouble. Such as Seamus Riordan, who has 3 so far tonight. Which might not seem a lot, but that's just 2 more from fouling out.
Yeah, I mean, now luckily for him, we're into the last quarters, so hopefully he can manage through. But if he can't, that could be pretty harmful to Shady side. See how Coach Vadnais decides to deal with that. Seems like they're letting him play it out for now, but.
Moan's going to get Testovich. They put a little bit of extra time on the board before the end of the quarter. And they just try to get a few quick points out of that. And now the refs are going to congregate.
I guess our mistake was not the end of the quarter.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, nice attempt by the Bulldogs.
Got about a minute here before the official last quarter begins.
And now it's just like extra time for them to gather their emotions, think, fix their shoes, make sure everything's picture perfect before they attempt the 11-point comeback.
Yeah.
Bulldogs currently 34, and Deer Lakes currently 45.
Now, looking into the future a little bit, Shady Side Academy boys basketball will be playing Deer Lakes again on Friday, February 9th in Russellton at Deer Lakes.
Wow.
And the girls, Shady Side Academy girls basketball team, will be playing at Deer Lakes at home on Friday, February. Maybe that's not a Friday, but on February 5th.
And going to the girls' team really quickly, Karis Thomas got her first Division I offer in just 4th grade from Duquesne.
Now that's something you don't hear every day.
Made national news, and now she's at Shady Side playing for us. Oh, double team on Testovich. They know he's a problem. And Moan's going to get this one. Moan is going to try and find a pass out. And Riordan, cannot finish.
Coming into this last quarter, that energy that you talked about being lost in the third quarter, it seems like it's back. It seems like they're running over the place, doing everything they can.
I think an important thing for the Lancers here is their conditioning and how much time they spent just running and going back and forth without any breaks. That's something a lot of teams really focus on, but it seems pretty clear that the Lancers have really kept it in their game plan.
Yeah.
And the Shady Side student section rises as it starts to become crunch time for the Bulldogs. And Moore's going to sink one. Moan stays all the way back, ready for the flip.
Ready to make his mark on defense. It's a strong suit.
Moore is going to knock the second one down. Testovich is going to get this one. He's going to bring it up court. Riordan pump faking there. It's going to hit Moan. And Froelic's going to get a 3-ball attempt, cannot sink it. Wow. And it looks like there's a new scoring leader for the Lancers, and it's number 50, the center, Moore. Teslovich is going to try and get a mid-range here, cannot sink it.
Both teams have been playing really good defense recently. I mean, it looks like Shady Side really hasn't been able to put up a lot of points in this third quarter. This fourth quarter. In the third quarter, they were able to stop the Lancers a little more. But looks like Lancers are kind of taking over.
Yeah. Oh, Moan knocks this one out of bounds. Oh boy, it's going to be Rogers throwing in the ball here.
What's your thought about putting balls out of bounds, Sam? I mean, you see some benefit, right? The other team doesn't get the ball in the moment, can't make that play, but they're back with the ball right away. So.
Yeah. Testovich guarding Rogers. It's going to be dumped off to Love. Now Moan. It's going to be guarding Schaefer. And Love in the corner. Has not shot a 3 yet today. McHugh is going to, Froelich attempts. Oh no. A little bit of a broken play there, but recovered by the Lancers. And Cameron Mallory gets the rebound. Seamus Riordan gets the nice 3 points from the corner. The score is now 37-47. Lancers with the lead, but Ryan Froelich gets the steal in the corner and going to get Mallory. Huge block on Mallory by Deer Lakes number 50, Moore.
You know what? He's got the student sections riled up. They're ready. They're excited. They're bringing the energy, and hopefully you can just transfer that to the players.
Yeah.
Get a nice win.
Ooh, Teslovich gets the steal after the Moan deflection, and he's going to finish. Going back to that Mallory block, what you think is going to be an easy 2 points turns into a highlight play for the other team. Now the student section is really letting the other team hear it, and Coach Vadnais is going to call a timeout. Oh my gosh, the misters and the coaches. Oh my goodness.
You know what? Both show respect. They both work.
Something that's especially good for timeouts is kids can go get some food. Which
that's true.
Might be the best part of their day is eating.
That's a good point. You know, all this watching, all this cheering, it takes some fuel.
And especially all the yelling, you're going to need some water for that.
If you're looking to coming to one of the future Shady Side games, feel free to stop by the concession stand with some good pizza, chips, drinks, snacks, and entering the 50-50 raffle, who our winner tonight was called, but I believe has not shown up to the scorer's table to receive their prize.
So if you have a fake ticket with the same numbers, go on ahead. And it looks like Deer Lakes can give some of their players some electrolytes, so to not cramp. What looks like is happening over there, or maybe it's a little Band-Aid. You know, we all need some.
Now you're a pretty good athlete, from what I know, Sam. What's your favorite? What's your favorite electrolyte drink?
Probably just the normal classic blue Gatorade.
Blue Gatorade. No liquid IV, body armor.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Body armor. Body armor is always at halftime. It's personally not my favorite, but the fruit punch body armor. Ooh. That's perfect. Anyways, the lead now cut down to 8. Shady Side could be mounting a comeback. But yeah. Rogers goes all the way behind to his own arc. And McHugh is going to get dealt. Great defense by Teslovich. Now some great defense by Froelich, and Teslovich is going to get the steal. Teslovich trying to get out of practice, but it's going to be a foul called against number 2, McHugh. And the bench is letting them hear it, and their antics is really riling up the Shady Side team, giving them the energy to play on.
Now that is a great play. I mean, usually we don't see Shady Side with this level of aggression, but I think Deer Lakes really brought it out of them, and right now it seems like it's working.
Yeah. Froelich getting the corner 3. Oh, that works in 2K a whole lot, but I'm not sure about in real life.
Shady Side back in possession
Jordan's
of the
gonna
ball.
go in with it. I don't know.
Nice
I was
2
expecting
points on the board.
I was expecting a dunk, but that's the same amount of points. You know, safer option. For those of you who couldn't understand my screams, Jordan steps out of bounds but tries to throw it against the Deer Lakes defender. Try and give Shady Side the ball. Teslovich playing some tight defense. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game, and that's going to be a tough mid-range ball from Schaefer. It's going to end up in 2 for Deer Lakes. Now it's an 8-point game. Shady Side ball there.
That seems a little more reasonable. Your player, you might see 11, 12, 13 points. That might seem a little too difficult, but 8 points, it's reasonable. About 4 minutes to do it, 2 points a minute. I think they got it.
Now, Michaels with a tough layup there. And the Shady Side coach is hyped up. And everybody in the Shady Side section stands. And now a really underrated part of any sports team is the water boy. And I just had to give myself a little plug here. Because, me being the best water boy ever.
That's what I've heard.
I couldn't play this football season, for those who don't know. So I just water boy. And if you look here, we have some players who've actually played in the game filling up waters and giving it back to the team.
Wow. It's great to see that camaraderie.
Yeah, never embarrassed to help your team.
No, of course not. We see the score 43 to 49 right now. Shady Side's little run coming back here, bringing this difference down to 6 points.
Oh, yeah. They're mounting a comeback. At the beginning of the quarter, it was 11. It was 11 points. And now, the Shady Side AD, Mr. Simmons, is talking to a parent about language being said. Just giving him his first warning.
That is disappointing. Sometimes parents can be one of the greatest attributes of a player, also one of the worst.
That's true.
Either they support you so much you get to your best, or they make your life so difficult you have no other choice.
Yeah. And Rogers going to get this one into Love. Now Shady Side is on defense. Rogers has the ball, passes to McHugh. McHugh. Oh!
He
loses the ball. Goes through the legs of Teslovich. Riordan gets the ball now. He's going to pass to Moan.
Now this could be exactly.
Teslovich with a three. He's not going to get it. Froelich tries to get the board. He can't hang on, though. This is some great effort we're seeing. Oh, that's out. A Shady Side ball. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Froelich coming in to ease Teslovich as he's hyped up and maybe saying some non-appropriate things.
We won't share that on this broadcast. But on a different note, these full court presses, this really intense defense has been working out pretty well for Shady Side. I think this might have been the second turnover given to them.
Oh, and Moan in the corner with the three-ball attempt, and he can't get it. Now, going to be a pass back to Rogers, and Schaefer's going to get this one.
Oh, we're coming up. Shady Side's not letting them get some easy points here. Less than 3 minutes left in this game.
Oh, Ben Michaels getting up there for the block. And it's not going to matter, though, because Moore gets the rebound and puts it right back up. Teslovich. Oh, going to be a foul called. And number 3 from Shady Side, I believe. It's going to be Eli Teslovich. Racking up. Oh, never mind.
It's like Shady Side's ball.
It's going to be a foul on number 2, McHugh. It's going to be his 4th foul, which he's in trouble fouling out for the day. And looks like, oh, Teslovich is going to get a tough pass underneath. It's going to be Deer Lake's ball. And now they're playing a press defense.
At this point in the game, there's really nothing else you can do. You don't have time to give up these points.
Yeah.
It's all or
it looks
nothing.
like Deer Lake's going to call a timeout. Looks like they have 1 timeout left after this one. Yeah.
Now that could get you into some tricky situations. Now most of the time these timeouts aren't used, but in a game like this, you really have to use them. But if it comes down to this, in the next couple of minutes, they might be looking for timeouts, needing timeouts, stop the clock, and maybe get some points or stop Shady Side from really taking over.
Yeah. And a timeout, especially when you're taking it from inbound and there's some tight press defense, could bring you up to the other side of the court for an easy pass in and maybe an easy bucket.
That's true.
Right now the score 43-51, Shady Side trailing by 8. Hopefully going to be able to make the comeback here. But we'll see. As there's about 25 seconds left in this timeout. Coach Vadnais is talking to his players about literally could be anything. But I think it's about the game. I don't know about you, but
that would be my best guess. But we can never be sure.
Yeah.
Maybe he's asking them what kind of electric drink they like.
Yeah, maybe.
Making up these 8 points, it really is possible. 3-pointers, I think, would be the best way for them to win this game. It looks like they haven't taken a ton of threes so far, but, you get 3 of them, they win. And I know I make it sound simple here. It's a lot more difficult if you're on the court.
Yeah.
But
Moan is playing some tight defense on Rogers. Rogers trying to escape and gets double teamed. Love under the arc. And it's going to be more scoring. And he's going to get 16 points today. Teslovich pulling up. Oh, bounces the wrong way off the rim. Uh-oh. Now it's going to be McHugh giving this back to Schaefer. McHugh taking it, pulling a three. And he's going to knock it down, making it a 13-point game.
Man, that could have been game.
And Riordan's going to try and get a two-pointer there. And I think that's going to be Shady Side's last time out.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, as we look, those 2 points just put Seamus Riordan up to Shady Side's leading scorer with 18 points so far this game. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
No?
Deer Lake's leading scorer is Moore with 16. And as a 5, he has no fouls so far yet today. Same with Testovich, who's leading the game in scoring with 17. Never mind. Who's second today in scoring with 17 points, also has no fouls.
You know, I'm looking at Teslovich's score, and it's a little below what his typical points per game would be, as I mentioned before, that 23 points per game, an incredible feat. So I'm wondering if something today is throwing him a little bit off. You know, maybe it's the pressure of knowing that this is the team they had to share the Whitfield title with last year. This is a team that's currently holding the #1 spot in their section.
Or maybe he just had a test tomorrow that he knows he's not ready for.
Yeah. And there's so many things that can influence a player's ability, their mindset, their physical ability. It's just all of those things that add up. That really is what makes the difference in games like this.
Yeah. Now
Coach Vadnais with some good coaching on the sidelines.
McHugh's going to pass one to Rogers. Rogers going to make a move. And he's going to be careful with the ball. Mac Moan's going to have to foul. Moan picks up his second foul of the day. He's not in foul trouble. So he can afford these. So I think Coach Vadnais is going to have Moan or Teslovich try and rack up some of these fouls. Coach Vadnais telling his players to play up on the different Deer Lakes players. Moan trying to sell a foul there. Should probably get a Grammy. And now they're going to call a foul there against Shady Side, it looks like. My view is kind of obstructed from Mr. Simmons, but, you know, what are you going to do? McHugh is going to pass one into Schaefer. Schaefer's going to try and find room, and Moan's going to foul there.
No, these fouls, like, this is really what's helping Shady Side. No, they still have a chance. It's a slim chance, but 11 points, minute 13 seconds left. Could happen, but I haven't seen it happen a lot.
And Moan knows when to foul as one of the captains. You know, he knows what needs to get done and when it needs to get done. He can really just command this offense and defense.
Yeah, for sure. I think Vadnais, you know, in previous interviews has mentioned his work ethic, and I think that's really one of the most important qualities for a captain to have, right? Demonstrating that on the court every day, showing these younger players, right, maybe like Cam Mallory or some of the other junior varsity players, that that's what it takes to be great.
Yeah, and Rogers sinks another one there, getting his 12th point of the night, his first point since the end of the first half. Now Rogers going to step back up to the line. He's going to get a second one. He's going to sink it. Mallory's passing this one in. He's going to get Moan. Moan's going to take one from the corner. He's not going to get anything. Mallory's going to pull one up, and he's not going to put enough touch on it.
Shady Side back with the rebound.
Riordan is going to get it. Scores now 47-58. That's Riordan's 20th point of the night. And they're going to foul him. And it's going to be a foul. They're going to call it on Moan, but he's going to say it was not on him.
That's what they all say.
And Moan is going to get his, I think, 4th foul of the night, if not his 3rd. And Deer Lakes can go to the line. 4th foul for Moan.
No,
Oh,
it's
never
funny.
mind. They're changing that to Seamus Riordan getting his 4th foul.
Huh.
Now, Schaefer's going to take this. He's going to make the first one, cutting or bringing up the Deer Lakes lead to 12.
You know, it pains me to draw to any conclusions too early, but looks like Deer Lakes might have this game. You know, 47 seconds left, 13-point difference. Probably not going to happen. But I don't think this is to say that Shady Side can't beat Deer Lakes.
I think watching today, I think everybody in this entire gym knows that this was a very evenly matched team, but just a few things that Shady Side can control, like Coach Vadnais said, rebounding and making some shots that they should have made and being more careful with the ball.
Right.
Really would have been beneficial here. 32 seconds left. Last time out that Shady Side has, Deer Lakes has.
Putting 1 minute on the clock.
Fans start to put their jackets on. You know, it's really cold outside. School probably should have been canceled, but yeah.
Definitely should have.
Yeah.
But nothing we can do about it now. That's probably how Shady Side feels, sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
But now, what do you think, if you were Coach Vadnais, what do you think you would tell his players?
That I think I would tell them to do this last 30 seconds. Don't do anything stupid. That would get you kicked out of the next game.
That's a good point.
Like, just be calm, play your hardest, and try and cut a few points into this lead.
Yeah, that's all good advice.
The score right now, 47-60. Shady Side trailing by 13 with about 30 seconds left. And now it's the starting 5 who started the game. Mallory's in the game. Now McHugh's going to give this one to Schaefer. Moan on the defense for Schaefer. Schaefer. Oh, they're going to call it a foul. 22.8 seconds left to go in the game. It's going to be on number 1, Cam Mallory, racking up his 3rd of the day. He has 4 points today as well.
It's pretty impressive. You know, predicting a loss for the Bulldogs, unfortunately. That'll bring Shady Side's record to a 6-6 overall and 3-2 in their conference.
Yeah.
No, but it'll also, unfortunately, solidify Deer Lake's spot as a number 1 in the section with an 11-2 overall score and then 6-0 in their conference. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And
Maybe when these two teams meet again, the score will be different. And maybe if they even meet in the playoffs, this will have bigger implications. And Deer Lakes goes wild knowing that they just won the game. And Shady Side, disappointed, is going to line up to give handshakes.
But
The
you know
final.
what?
Oh, no, you go ahead. Okay. The final score here: 47 Bulldogs, 62 Lancers, and that's all.
That concedes our game. You know
Thank you.
what?
Thank you for watching / listening. All right, we'll see you in our next broadcast. All right.